Hi Virgo, welcome to your December read. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your hypes, your subscribes. Thank you all for stopping by. And Virgo, let's take a look at you for the month of December. You've pulled the card of Imagine. So imagine, what do you imagine? What you imagine becomes reality. That's what I'm getting for you this month. So what do you want to bring into reality? Obviously you want something good to happen here, Virgo, so imagine that. Imagining something good coming into your life rather than imagining something bad. Let's see where this goes. Virgo, I've been meditating on your energy, so let's just do a few more shuffles for you. And then let's get started, guys. Alrighty, let's see. In the past energy, you do have the Ace of Wands. Oh, what is in your imagination? Seems like you're all fired up here. There's a lot of creative thinking. But you're a bit stressed about it because in the current energy, you now have the Nine of Swords. So you have a thought, you imagine something, but you think, how can I bring this into reality? Oh, in the near future, we've got the Nine of Wands. So there's an energy here of what you're expecting. Are you expecting something good to happen, or are you expecting the worst? Your best path to follow is more wand energy, the Seven of Wands. Around you, we have the Two of Swords. So there may be a little bit of hesitation or procrastination. Impasse, if you will, in your mind when it comes to doing this thing or whatever you're imagining. In your hopes and fears, you do have the High Priestess. Coming out on top here is the Emperor. What's hidden? The Nine of Pentacles, that's you, Virgo. And right in the center is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is a really nice reading for you guys. Virgo, right in the center of this read, we've got this beautiful ace, and for you I think this is probably the most important ace in the deck, at least at this point. You do have two aces here, of course. You have the Ace of Wands, which is just retreating into the past now. There's an energy around you of refocusing something from something that you're craving, something that you're desiring, something that you're lusting after. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. But with this ace, it's about bringing the practical side. You know, there's the craving, the desire, the want, but then there's marrying it with this need of something stable, something that can grow. Virgo, you're very focused on them at the moment on if it doesn't progress, if it isn't something worth putting your energy towards, you're going to let it go, or you're just going to let it sit there. Yeah. Let's see. This Nine of Swords tells me that you could be overthinking this particular situation. What you're imagining could go wrong, could be stressing you out at this present time, because there is this guard up around you. There's protection. There's this looking at things, making certain that what's coming your way is worthy of your time, your energy. Yes. But what you want to leave behind here, Virgo, is a sense of conflict. Yeah. There's a sense of wanting to know for certain. There's a sense here of wanting certainty. Nine of Wands and Seven of Wands. There's a lot of power around you at the moment, Virgo. A lot of power. But things seem to be at a stalemate. You're at an impasse. You don't know how to progress forward. Let's see. I'm going to get a card for you from this deck. Yeah, what you're imagining. Are you imagining the best of a situation, or are you imagining the worst? Let's see. Beauty and the Beast. All right, Virgo. Space. imagining space in your relationship. It feels like, Virgo, there's a situation around this of allowing space. I'm not really getting a strong element of control around this. It's a little bit of energy around that. It's more about controlling your thoughts, I feel. Controlling your imagination. Yeah? What's hidden here is the Nine of Pentacles. This is that space. This is allowing people to be an individual. I think that's the key when in all of your relationships, Virgo, is allowing this space for you to be yourself, for other people to be themselves, you not controlling others, them not controlling you, and that's what you're fighting for. Control of yourself. Well, that's up to you guys, I think. A lot of you are deciding to be single because you fear a loss of control. You fear that if you get into a relationship, then you lose control of your life, or you lose control of your finances. For others of you, I get a sense here that you don't want to be in a relationship, or you don't want someone around you because you fear that they can't be controlled. The Nine of Pentacles. So take it as it resonates. That could be you as well, with somebody else feeling that way about you. This is a general reading. Yeah, so you need a lot of space in a relationship, and I think that sorry about that, guys. The door just kind of creaked open for no reason at all. Weird. Okay, spirits in the room. It tells me that you really do like your space in a relationship, but you also like to have control over the person that you're with. You want loyalty from them. I don't think you want to control everything that they do in a day, but you do want loyalty. You expect loyalty, and that's only natural. But you, in return, I feel like you like your space. You like all of that, and you don't like to be controlled by another person. But when it comes to your significant other, the person that you're desiring, the person that you want, you could be imagining all kinds of things going on with that person while you're in separation, or while you're having this space. You like your space, but if you give this person space, you're thinking, oh gosh, what are they doing, Because it seems like, I don't feel like you're in a relationship. It feels more like someone that you're lusting after, you're craving after, you're desiring. Could be a crush, someone that you're not actually in, not even dating, But there's a lot of desire here for this person, and I think you want that, but you also want your independence, Virgo. Oh my gosh, you're all over the place. No wonder the Two of Swords is here, guys. I think at times you just want to ignore this whole thing. There's an energy here of hot and cold. Some days you want it, and then when you get it, you think, okay, oh no, I don't want this, I want my space. Oh gosh, guys. Whatever it is that you're thinking about this other person, it seems like it's in your imagination. I do feel that this person is single, yes, but I don't think that they're out, sleeping around or anything like that. But you'd rather not know at this point, Virgo. You'd rather not know what this person's doing. And so now you're just focused mainly on yourself, what you want. At the present time, you're focused on. Some of you could be I get doing rather adventurous things for some of my Virgos. You could be stepping out of your comfort zone, trying some new things. This is making you feel good. There's a little bit of fear involved here, but I do feel that you're overcoming that. Some of you are fearing, in just generally in the world, that there's going to be conflict, wars, depending on where you are in the world. Some of you could be in Europe or even in the US, and could be worried about that. Some of you are traveling to a place where there could be more conflict, and that's concerning you, but I do feel that you're going to do it anyway. You're going to kind of block out the noise, block out the fears, and move forward and do something that you've always wanted. I do feel that you're reimagining your life here, Virgo, and moving towards this Emperor status. Having full control of your life, and you're conquering some fears, some doubts when it comes to where you're headed. When it comes to the love situation, I do feel that you're rather hot and cold. I don't see any activity here in December. I get you more standing more aloof, away from that, putting distance, putting space between you and or the person that you desire. But you're doing other things, you're reimagining your life. Doing things that perhaps you couldn't do, or that you were fearing when you were a younger person. Some of you were in the military, or still are in the military, Virgo. And you're very stoic. You're a very stoic individual. You're someone who tends to get what they want by being very firm and direct. If you do have someone around you that you're fearing is going to get away, there's space in this relationship, you have the ability to win them over, if that's what you want. But I feel for a lot of you actually don't want that at this present time. It's like you're blocking that out. You're thinking, okay, well, I can't really control the situation around this person at this particular time, because there is separation, distance. You not being quite ready for this, with that Nine of Pentacles. Needing to do things on your own, explore being single for a while. So you're blocking out any kind of imagination, anything that you don't know for certain. It's something that you're overcoming. Fears about what you could be imagining could happen with the person that you're interested in, with the world in general. You're just getting on with stuff at this present time, Virgo. Let's see, I'm going to get some cards for you. Let's get one from this deck. Message for Virgo, please, for December. Innovation. Have fun and experiment, inventing something that surprises and has never existed before. I do feel that you're taking time to be single at the moment in order to experiment, in order to have fun. There is someone that you like, but I do feel that at the present time you're really focused on doing things for yourself. Innovation here is this Ace of Wands. Reimagining yourself, reimagining your life. We do have generosity. You can afford to be generous with the gift of your time and attention. Okay. So for some of you here, and this one's stuck together, I think. Oh no, it's just a really thick card. It's a really thick card, guys. Generosity. Well, with this one, I feel that you are being generous of your time and attention, so I don't think that you want to narrow it down to one here. That's what I'm getting. Won't be for everyone, of course. Some of you Virgos are single and ready to mingle, and there's you're putting space between someone that you're interested in as more than something that's just attention seeking. Yeah, for self-care, try loving and nurturing yourself as you would a child or a pet. Okay, yeah, with that Nine of Pentacles, I do feel you're nurturing yourself at the present time. And introspection. Introspection is often necessary to deepen our awareness of the unity and divinity of life. So you're taking time to feel into the situation. How do you really feel about this person? Yeah. It's like there are times when you're alone, and that's when you think about this individual. But then there's also a strong energy of you being more social, doing other things, standing up for your individuality, your freedom. You're a bit of a freedom fighter, is what I'm picking up here, Virgo, at this particular point. Trying not to stress about what's going on with other people, with the world in general. We have positive thinking leads to positive behaviors. Changing your actions can change how you feel and think about your life. Make a list of how your negative thinking has led to unhealthy behaviors. Some of you may feel isolated or may fear rejection, so you don't approach others. There could be a sense here of pushing away. For some of you, not all of you, you could push this person away, mainly because you don't like to be controlled. See how that could be affecting your relationships with others, guys. Now make a list of possible positive behaviors to replace the unhealthy ones. Instead of isolating yourself, joining clubs, joining in. I do see that in this reading. And making an effort to smile more, making eye contact, and initiating conversation. So yeah, I do feel that. I do feel that for you it is about putting yourself out there more, which can be a little bit stressful, Virgo, absolutely. But I do feel that the reward is worth it, because it gives you a lot more confidence, allows you to be part of something that could be a lot of fun here, guys, you know. There's a time to be alone, but there's also a time to nurture relationships, be generous with the gift of your time and your attention, have fun, experiment, inventing something that surprises and has never existed before, which could be you, a confident you, Virgo. Yeah, let's get one more card for you, and then I will move on to Libra. Okay, let's see. Message for Virgo for December. Being grounded and overcoming obstacles. So if you feel like conversation or putting yourself out there is difficult, know that you have the ability to overcome this. Grounding, we do have this energy of introspection. Introspection is often necessary to deepen our awareness of the unity and divinity of life. Rather than see yourself as someone who is other or isolated or different in some way, by exploring more connections, having fun, experimenting, being generous with your time, nurturing relationships with others, see how it could change. I feel like you're overcoming an obstacle which has perhaps led you to push away others or become avoidant in some way. For others of you, it's more of like you've never really been certain about wanting deep connections in your life. But I do feel that something has the potential here to go deep. A deepening of a connection, but you have to put energy in. Yeah. For a lot of you, I think that you could be being called to deepen connections and be generous with your time and attention to people that perhaps you have not paid attention to in the past. There could be someone around you who is feeling isolated or neglected by you, Virgo. So however that resonates, guys, I think you're exploring. You're someone who does like to be alone, I get that, but you're exploring another side of yourself. So imagine this as a positive thing. Imagine positive energy around you, and people will be naturally attracted to that. So if you're fearing rejection, that could be a trick here. Rather than imagining something as bad or something that's going to go wrong, change that with something that's positive. And you will be able to overcome any challenges when it comes to communication with others. Yeah? I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo, and wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, or you can go to my Etsy store. The links for those are down below, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. That's ETSY. Wish you all the very best, and I'm going to move on here to Libra.